We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Play fake. Murray. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have from all four quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Achane gets it from the gun. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, back to Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. on second and right at a yard. The Dolphins at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
First carry now for Pierre Strong. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, a run by Achane. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Strong will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. He'll buy some time right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give, running right, Achane. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You look at this Arizona defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back to throw now on first down. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. This one swung outside to Strong. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. Back to the ground, Achane. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. In motion left, Hill. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brendan, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Straight ahead is Strong. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. On play action, it's Murray. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Casey. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Murray going to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Two straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Murray now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. We're trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Achane. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Murray. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cards have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On third down, it's Casey, and he is going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it appears that way, and he got it by maybe the length of a football. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's Murray. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. At the 6-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now 2nd and 5. They'll pitch it out to Achane. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Throw caught by Achane. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Brings up 2nd and 14. At the
2nd and 14. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Casey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Arizona.
Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On second down now, it's Casey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they go. Casey. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw again.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And
Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Running right, here's Achane. 75 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Higgins. Shoves him away. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10.
They'll give this to Achane.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Murray to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Back to throw, Murray. And he can't get a throw up. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he'll be out right at the 35.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll look to throw again. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Murray now on 1st down. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before we get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll go. Achane.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Again, it's Achane.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Miami, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they're going the wrong way, as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.